A new topic is picked each week. 20 questions are asked, 10 each. One person's a fan, the other had to cram. The winner picks for next week and gets bragging rights, and the loser gets to hang his head in shame.
Today is October 15th, 2017, and this is episode 19, Kill a Kill. I'm Jared.
And I'm Justin.
FAN-CRAM 쇼로 하지매요.
What's being played right now?
But it's gonna be awesome because the music in this was great. Alright, let's get into it.
I'm glad. Here we go. Question number 1. I think I'm gonna go down my list again straight through. If I may switch it up, who knows? Alright.
Okay.
On her way to her first day of school, what citrus fruit does Ryoku eat? Open answer.
Oh, Jesus. Citrus fruit? God damn it.
I helped you with the citrus part, alright? Because I was originally not going to put that in there.
Was it an orange? I don't know. Orange, final answer.
It was a lemon.
Oh, damn it.
Do you remember that now?
I do not.
Alright, your question.
Alright, what is Mako's dad's job? Short answer. And it needs to be specific.
Really?
Yes.
He's a surgeon, isn't he? Final answer. Like he's a freelance surgeon or some shit. Don't do this waiting shit, man.
I'm not gonna give it to you because it is specifically he is a back alley doctor. That is the title that he has. And when he was promoted, when they moved, he was a front alley doctor. Then he went back to being a back alley doctor.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that because I knew it was something shady. I couldn't tell. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever. All right. What fried food does Mako's family like to eat? Open answer.
It was mystery cutlets. Final answer. I think. Oh, come on. It was like mystery cutlets. I remember that.
They were croquettes.
Croquettes.
But they were mystery meat. They were mystery meat. I'll give it to you.
Yay!
It was a friend. Yeah. By the way, look up recipes for croquettes. They're really good. You don't have to put mystery meat in them, but.
Oh.
So yeah. Give you that one. You were close.
Thank you, sir. Here you go. Next question is: the other half of Ryoko's scissor blade does not match her red half. What color is the other half? And I do have multiple choice if you need it. Was it green, blue, purple, or black?
Purple. Final answer.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, I didn't. I was thinking like, was it pink? Like, because I was getting mixed up with what's her face because she wore a lot of pink. All right. During the no late day, Mako is lured to a trap by cheese, where Ryoku saves her. What was in the basket at the end of the trap? Open answer.
It was a pie. Final answer.
It was close. It was a cake.
Was it? Oh my god! God damn you!
It was a baked good. It just wasn't the right
fuck you.
One. I would have given it to you, but I'm serious about fucking cakes and pies, man.
All right.
You gotta get that shit right.
I thought it was a pie. So, excuse me. Next question. True or false? And I don't know if I'm gonna get this name right. Samugu Kinakazi, the red mohawk guy, I'll just say that, committed his life to destroying life fibers after the death of his wife. True or false?
I bet you fucking... No. There's a... I'm gonna say... No, I know what you're doing. Fuck. I say false. Final answer.
What's your reasoning for saying false?
It was his sister, wasn't it?
You are absolutely correct. It was his sister.
Yes. I knew you'd put that fucking word jambalaya in there or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck I just said. You put that. You change one word in your true or false thing. So,
yes, I do.
All right.
You found me out.
Yeah. Okay. Which one of the Elite Four said they had been with Lady Satsuki the longest? And I have multiple choice.
Okay.
Gamaguri, the big dude, Jakuzure, Inumuta, or Sanageyama. I can let you know who is who if you need to.
Say him again? One more time.
Gamaguri, who's the big dude. He's the discipline guy. Jakuzure, who's the band leader.
Her, final answer. Her, it's the band leader. Final answer.
You're correct.
Because they were both little girls and building sandcastle. I remember that.
Good job.
All right. What name does Ragoya Kyurine... I'm not going to get any of these names right. Do you know who I'm talking about when I say Ragoya Kyurine? I don't know. The director? The director? You know, the rainbow-haired lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ragyo.
Okay, Ragyo. What name does Ragyo give to her mind control ability? Is it mind stitching, mind mending, brain crochet, or brain sew?
Say them one more time just so I have them.
Mind stitching, mind mending, brain crochet, or brain sew?
I can't remember exactly. I'm going to say A, final answer.
God damn you. You are absolutely correct. It is mind stitching.
I thought I heard you emphasize B like you wanted me to pick that one. So
because I thought that was a good one. Mind mending.
It was actually it was between that one and the first one. So you did do a good job.
Thank you.
All right. During his monologue, Tsumugu, who's the red-haired Mohawk guy, likes to give how many pieces of useful information? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2, final answer. I have 2 pieces of information for you.
By the way, a lot of these questions, I have some stuff in the extra stuff that points back to it. So
wonderful.
It wasn't just a weird thing.
Okay. This is another true or false question. True or false, the suits are the name given to the living life fibers that float roaming to find humans.
The suits are the name given to the... Say that one more time.
The suits are the name given to the living life fibers that float roaming to find humans to ingest.
I'm gonna say false. Final answer.
You're correct. It was not the suits. It was the covers.
Covers, yeah. Good. I'm glad I remembered that. All right. When Ryuko had Mataro, Maiko's brother, track down Tsumugu, she said he used his connections. What did he do to get his information? Open answer.
He showed them a picture of her in her pajamas. Final answer.
I wrote offered pics of Ryuko sleeping to pervy old men.
Yep, that's what happened.
I'm sorry that we had to remember that one.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What song plays every time Mako goes into a monologue? Short answer. It's a very specific song. It's an old classic song.
No, I know what it is. Song plays. I have to know the name of the song?
Yes.
Or the...
It's a classic piece of music that plays every time that she does a monologue.
Damn, I should know this. Because it happened all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Like every episode, she has a monologue. Almost.
I don't know. Is it the Four Seasons by Vivaldi? I don't know. Final answer.
No, it's Hallelujah.
Oh,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
That's right. Oh, I couldn't put my... I was thinking something by Mozart. You're right. I should have known that. God damn.
I know. I figured you would know that. But that's all right. You can take a
It's
loss.
all right for you.
It is all right for me. All right.
What's something Senketsu likes to have done to itself? Open answer.
Senketsu.
The Ryoku's
likes to have.
Ryoku's.
Is this a very specific thing?
Yeah, like it happened a couple times.
A couple times. A couple times. I don't remember a couple times. I know he likes to be ironed. I don't know if that's what you're going for. I'm gonna go with that. Ironed. Final answer.
You're correct.
Yes.
He loves it because he's a piece of clothing.
Mm-hmm. He didn't like being washed, but he loved being ironed.
Right.
All right.
Score? I had to minimize our video. Oh, I'm not doing it good.
You're one behind, sir. All right. Next question. Between episodes 1 through 22, because that's how far I got, how many times does Ryuko turn against her friends? Is it greater than, less than, or equal to 4 times?
Turn against her friends?
Yes.
Trying to understand what constitutes turning against, like
when she physically turns against them and fights them.
Oh, okay. She didn't really have that many friends.
Well,
against her
the core group.
Okay, let's see. There's. Let's see. It's a greater than, less than, or equal to 4.
Yes.
I'm gonna say less than. Final answer. I can't remember doing it that much.
You would be correct, sir. It was 3 times.
3.
Once
I don't remember happening that much.
Yeah, once when when she mutates and she gets all deformed. Then when she is mind controlled with the mind stitching, and then when she is forced to wear a junketsu.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Why did Sanageyama, the guy with the boken blinded, why did Sanageyama decline the offer to have tea with Satsuki after he beat Ryoko the first time? Open answer.
Why did he decline to have tea?
Decline to have tea with Satsuki. Because remember, she offered to have tea with him?
Right, yeah.
And after he beat her, he declined. Why did he decline? He gave a reason.
Damn it, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't even have a guess. I don't know. Final answer. I don't know.
I don't know is the wrong answer. The
I
right
am
answer
aware.
was his senses were so heightened after he lost his eye, or he took his eyes, that he could not stand hot food. So that's why he declined.
Well, there you go.
Well, shit.
Definitely didn't remember that.
Yeah. Well, it was like one line in one episode, so.
Yeah. I remember the scene though. Now that you're saying that. Next question: how does Ira Gamagori's Goku uniform build strength? Short answer.
By beating on it until he builds enough power to transform. He punishes himself. Final answer.
That's correct.
Dude, we're going to get into this, but a lot of those fight scenes were like kind of made you tilt your head a little bit.
Yep. A lot.
This thing aired on TV. Like I think this was it was Adult Swim. Mm-hmm. It was on for a while.
Oh, so, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that scene where he's being attacked by the automotive club and he is being shot at. Man, what a scene. All right.
His sounds alone. All right. Okay. You're going to get this one, but at least I think so. The Automotive Club, speaking of what we just did, and the Airsoft Club merged to form what club? Open answer.
Oh, shit. What was the name of the club?
Oh, maybe you don't know. It's really good. Like, what they did.
Oh, God damn it. I don't remember the name of the club. I remember them, and I remember them merging together. Mm-hmm. But I don't remember the name of the club. The Auto Air Soft Club. I don't remember the name. Final answer.
Oh, man.
What was it? The Auto Air Soft Club. The Auto Air Soft Club.
It's the Automotive Airsoft Club. I don't know if I want to give it to you.
Oh, that's
they
so
just merged
close.
The two names.
That is so close.
Well, I don't know. God damn it, that was really close. But they just merged their two names together. They didn't do anything special. God damn it. All right, I gotta roll a d20 on this because I'm up in the air about it. Okay. Odd you win, tails you lose. There we go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a d20. See if we got my sound on so everyone can hear it.
It's totally fair.
Right, odd you win, tails you lose.
Odd and tails?
Even.
That's even.
Tails.
Oh, so I lose. So thanks.
Even you lose. Okay, so yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, tails equals even.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
This is the 10th question, isn't it? Or no, this is your 9th.
9th, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Why does Mako miss tennis practice? Short answer.
Why does Mako miss tennis practice?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly. I don't know. She was kicked out. Final answer.
Incorrect. She was captured and held hostage. Remember, that's like the whole point of the episode.
Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah. All right.
Next question.
Do I want to give you this one?
Yes, give me a hard one. Come on.
Well, it was easy. I picked it because it's funny, but I think you get it.
Well, yes.
Okay, here's my hard question. This is gonna be a hard question. What is the name of the thread that is the key to creating a Goku uniform? Open answer. I can give you a little more of a hint as to what I'm talking about if you need it.
Is it more specific than life fiber?
It's the name of a specific life fiber. It's whenever Ryuko defeats somebody's uniform, like it's what she absorbs. That's that
what she absorbs,
and it's what Nui, whatever her name is, like plucks to unravel a suit. It's like a specific name.
The key life fiber. Final answer. I don't remember.
No, close. It's the Banshee.
The Banshee.
Banshee.
Yeah, that's so close.
Well, I want to make you feel good. for missing a question.
All right. Well, it seems that you've won, but here is one final question for you. Whenever Akira Mitsuki, the guy that went into hide, that was being a teacher, all right, whenever he begins to strip, what happens to his body?
His nipples and his private parts shine.
Ding, ding, ding! You win, sir.
What I loved about that, and we're gonna get into my extra questions, but is that whenever like he's just talking to somebody, it's just like this subtle thing of his clothes just starting to like slowly fall off his body.
Slowly falling off of him.
And nobody addresses it. It's like it's a normal thing. All right, good job.
I did all right.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Oh, thank you. I got 50% of them right.
Yes. Let me. Do you have any extra questions?
I do not.
Okay, let me go through mine real quick, and I want to hear what you thought of this. The sudden death battle with the Elite Four was set to start at 11 a.m. True or false?
False. It was 1 p.m.
Yep. When we first see Nui Harime, the what's-her-face girl, she finds the crowd watching the match. What was the price for watching for 10 minutes? 10, 100, 1,000, or 10,000 yen?
It was 100 yen.
Correct.
Yes.
What was the ultimate reason for Satsuki holding the King of the Hill tournament? Open answer.
It was to test Ryoko, right? Or Ryoko. Yeah, that's right.
It was to perfect her Goku uniforms to crush the other academies. So she was trying to find weaknesses and all of the stuff.
Yes. Okay,
in Satsuki's Tri-City School raid, which region is she leaving for last, or did she leave for last? The Shinkoku, Hokkaido, Kanto, or Kansai region?
No idea.
It's the Kansai region.
Okay. I don't remember.
This was the question I wanted to ask you, but I knew you'd get it. What is the name of the resistance group Tsumugi and Mikisugi are a part of? Open answer.
Nudist Beach!
How long ago was it that the life fibers awoke? Greater, lesser, or equal to 30 years ago?
Less than, I think.
Correct. It was 20 years.
Yes.
All right, man. I want to know what you thought.
I enjoyed it.
It's like I hear some reservation in your voice.
So my biggest thing... my biggest note is when I was watching this show, so many times I said to myself, what the fuck is happening? Like I don't understand what's happening.
And like, give me, I'm assuming there's more than one instance. I mean, a type of instance. But
so
like...
the plot of this show is sentient alien clothing wants to consume humans. Right. So we wear the clothing to make ourselves powerful, and a scientist designed a I can't remember the name, the Kamui to defeat all of this. It's a ridiculous fucking plot, but I really enjoyed it. Everything is so over the top. Everything is so overdone. The fan service is insane. Like, oh my god, those transformation scenes. Jesus Christ.
This show, they were like just a like one nip slip away from just being classified as like hentai. And just like put in a whole different category.
They just didn't even show. They just like humans don't even have nipples and little bits below. Like you know, they just cut that out so they can just show a naked body.
Right. Yeah. No. It was, and then you realize maybe in the first episode. Probably in the first episode, but if you didn't realize it, somewhere along the 20-something episodes you watch, you realize, wait, these are like high school kids that we're watching.
Yeah. These are high school kids. They're all in high school. That's what this they're yes, this is a school, and these are school club members that are fighting each other. That's yeah,
and we're gonna get in a little bit just kind of more like there's reasonings for a lot of this, but I was a little bit worried because I showed you Gurren Lagann, and that was kind of like my primer to see if maybe you could handle Kill la Kill. I'm actually thinking that you liked overall Kill la Kill maybe more than Gurren Lagann as far as like, overall enjoyment.
I think it's because of the premise and the main characters. I did not connect with Gurren Lagann at all. I thought the idea of like a society built around burrowing holes and like digging drills, and I was just like, God, this is so stupid. And then the main character was so annoying. But in this one, okay, it's alien clothes and it's got a main character that I can support, and not be annoyed by.
Well, in both, the subject matter is like a singular thing. So like everything is. It's not just like, oh, it's a drill. It's just like there's like a drill spirit and like a drill force, and so this one, it's clothing and life fight. It has, and this is made by the same people. I mean, like the who was it? Trigger did this one, but they came from Studio Gainax, who did Gurren Lagann. Okay. So the people who were with Gainax came and made their own Studio Trigger, and they did this. So a lot of that kind of similar fashion, similar idea kind of came through, where it's like a singular focus and everything's about this one thing in all these different facets. But I'm glad. I'm sure you. What about the music? I know you always have a note about the music.
So I really enjoyed this music. Like it was really good, and it sounded like super familiar. Like,
it should, because you've heard this music before, a lot of it at least.
Like it's the same music.
It's the same composer, the same artist. So I'm actually gonna write down here.
As who?
So you wouldn't have, the only song that you would have heard that is the same is let's see, I have it here.
I thought like it was like one of the fight scenes or something like that, and I was just like, I feel like I've heard this song before. But like all of the music I think is good in this. Very good anime music. Thumbs up from me.
So the composer who did Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan, not Gurren Lagann. I was thinking Gurren Lagann. She did the song, the Before My Body Is Dry is what it's called, but it's the Don't Lose Your Way that plays during the fight song, like Don't Lose Your Way, and that's played in Attack on Titan and in this. So she did the same song, but she also composed a lot of the other music. So yeah, it's a lot of the similar sounding stuff.
Enjoyed it.
Yes,
that's great.
So since you liked Attack on Titan's music, I figured you'd like this one.
I did. I loved it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go down some of my. I did not do any fan stuff for this, and there's a reason why.
I wonder why. Why would this not be suitable for work?
do any Google search on Kill la Kill cosplay, and it's just like your safe search cannot protect you from what comes out. And I didn't want whole part of this being us just looking at scantily clad people in cosplay of varying ages. So I sparing everybody that. You can do it yourself. They have figurines. You can find that. You can find T-shirts with that stuff on it. So if you didn't get enough of it in the show, you can go get your Kill la Kill swag somewhere else. So just to let you know, it's out there and there is a fan base. So I mentioned earlier, this is the segment Did You Notice with a KNOW. So it's kind of like a mix of trivia and like things I noticed in the show. So Kill la Kill, I said, was made by Studio Trigger. They also, their first work was Little Witch Academia, which may be a future FAN-CRAM. By the way. And that's on Netflix. And you can tell just by the animation style, while this one is over the top and definitely stylized for this, it was a lot of the fight scenes and stuff. You can tell like the animation was really like top notch.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, so you've probably, I don't know if you caught onto this, but Kill la Kill is supposed to be kind of a satire of like just the anime genre and like a lot of different anime genres. Specifically, like the fights were meant to be like way over the top as far as their action and just ridiculousness. Whenever Ryuko did her like decapitation thing, her blade like extended like 10 times its length, and all that stuff. So, and outfits were obviously supposed to be way over revealing, just because if you've watched any anime of action, there's always like scantily clad women, and so this was kind of taking that to like an nth degree,
right?
And like borderline like pornography, like, kind of stuff. So like they were actually poking fun at a lot of that in just an outrageous way, and it definitely showed. But if you weren't aware of that and you saw that maybe there is fan service to that regard, but if you weren't aware of them doing that, you're like, oh, these bunch of creepy old men drawing these scantily clad teenagers. But yeah, it's definitely if someone walks in on you watching this, you have a lot of explaining to do.
I definitely might have I'll watch an episode while I'm on my lunch at work. Gonna save that for later.
Yeah. And the thing is like, if you look at the show itself, like there was a big part of it where Ryuko had to, like, the idea of being comfortable like in that outfit, or with the nudist beach, you have to be comfortable like in that regard. Definitely watching a show, you have to come to a place of comfortability, comfortableness with the show to finish it, because you're like, okay, every episode is going to be the transformation scenes. It's going to be some ridiculousness with them, what is it, Gamaguri during his Elite Four battle with her is like, slapping her butt and stuff with his fucking tentacles and shit. Like there's a lot of like stuff that really kind of, you have to get to a comfortableness with it. I think that's kind of like a meta level to this anime.
But things get more awkward though. Like
they do, and I have a note down here.
Like with the mother and and that was like that was too much. That was like so like I got comfortable like you were saying, and then the shit with the rainbow hair mother started happening. And I'm like, what the fuck? This can just stop. Like, this can stop.
Yeah, when I first watched this, I was, it got to that scene. It was like, I think the first one was when it was like, they're in like the bath scene. And you're like, okay, well, this is kind of weird. Mother, daughter are butt naked in this this onsen or whatever. And then like the scene passed, I'm like, wait, what did I just watch? Like, because they kind of, the way they angle it, it's like, did she just like put her hand down there? And I rewound it to make sure. I was like, oh yeah, they definitely went there. And like, then I'm like, what the fuck? So I go on Reddit to see like someone else asked this question, and someone like the first thing was like, what the fuck was with that scene with Satsuki and her mom? And some people were like, "Oh, it was like her. It was like a power play, like her just kind of being dominating." I was like, "I think it was just like a fucked up scene they wanted to throw in there." I think it was
like, too, yeah.
Because they did it twice, and like her like slapping her ass when she was in the jail.
Yeah.
But this episode is like super like explicit.
Yes.
With what our content. So
yeah,
I don't know if you could put another extra E on this episode. So you jumped my notes, by the way. I have that right down at the bottom. I said how very uncomfortable every scene was between Satsuki and her mom. Okay.
So bad. Okay. Yeah.
So going back up to what I was saying as far as different genres. So the anime is littered with different homages and references different like pop culture and media and stuff like that. Like they have references like to Marvel comics and video games and stuff like that. Like they're in the background scattered. So I think there was like those little chomper like potted plants things in Mario.
I've noticed two. I noticed two, but I wasn't really paying attention. but I noticed too. So the zenny thing on the guy's teeth for the money.
Yeah.
Zenny is the currency in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And it's not real currency. And then there's the alien, like the xenomorph alien, when she like claims that she's an alien, and
right,
like yeah.
But
I'm sure there are much more than that. But like, I was just like, I recognize this.
Even the first episode when it's the teacher like doing his homeroom thing. If you look in the foreground, there's a kid. He has like his notebook up, like blocking the view from the teacher, and he's playing with Marvel action figures. Like I think he has like the Hulk and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's all littered with these kind of references and stuff. So, so moving on, Nui Harime. Nui means sewing in Japanese, and Harime means stitch. So it kind of reinforces her character's role as like the seamstress for Ragyo, whatever her name is.
Now, also, can I, like, spoilers for a moment? I was actually genuinely surprised when it was revealed that the Nui girl was the person who killed the dad. Like,
oh, really? Who did you think?
Yes. It was? I thought it was the maiden girl. The
Satsuki?
Yeah. And I thought that's who it was going to be. And I was like a genuine shock went over my face. I went, like when she just revealed herself that, oh yeah, no, I killed your dad.
Yeah, no, she's fucking psycho too. Like, at first you're like, oh, this is like kind of a sweet character coming into the show, like she's walking around, and then it's like it ramps up real fast as like how crazy she is.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think I didn't think it was her, but that reveal was, when I first watched it, was kind of jarring. But it's funny that.
But I fully believed that Satsuki, right? That's her name?
Yeah,
I
Satsuki,
cannot remember all these people's names. I fully believed that she was the person, but I was shocked, and that made me feel good that I was surprised.
Yeah. Props to the writers for turning Satsuki's character from like this like evil like
completely
antagonist
around, like someone that you absolutely hate, into someone you're rooting for. You know,
right? Yeah.
Like all of the Elite Four people I hated at the beginning, and then by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, they're all great people.
Yeah, it was like was Gamaguri when he got his like driver's license, and he's like driving around, and he's like, oh yeah, we're not in school, so I'll protect you all from these clubs and stuff, and then afterwards, like the King of the Hill Elite Four battle, like every time they lost, they would go sit by Mako or Mako, and just like they were all like buddy. So that was pretty good. Yeah, they definitely did a good job of kind of giving some depth to a lot of the characters. All right. So I read that apparently the show didn't have a consistent storyboard until like episode 5. That when they were writing it, they just they had an idea in their head about it, and so they didn't have like an end game for the show itself, which kind of shows when you watch it. Like it's more so the first 5 episodes are really scatterbrained as far as where the plot's going. And then you start seeing them kind of develop, like, oh, there's these like life fibers, and then later on, like they're aliens and stuff like that, and there's the nudist beach, resistance and stuff. So the first 5 episodes, they didn't know where they were going with it. So I don't know if you noticed that, or you just, it was crazy altogether if you didn't notice it.
No, I didn't. I mean, you could have told me that was all planned out beforehand, and I would have believed it.
So the Elite Four, I read this in a couple places, and it kind of makes sense, but the Elite Four share similarities with the mythology surrounding like the 4 heavenly kings in Buddhism mythology, and they also like govern like the 4 cardinal directions of the world and stuff, as well as the 4 mystic apes, like the hear no evil, see no evil, those apes. So Inamuta, with the collar, that the guy that he's like the tech guy. He represents Speak No Evil. He also represents the Guardian of the North, who hears all. Jakuzure, who has like the sound attacks, represents Hear No Evil. The God of the South represents growth. Sanagayama is the blind one, which is see no evil. The West, who sees all, because like his power is that he heightened his senses.
Right,
and then
right.
Gamaguri is discipline, who is do no evil, god of the East, and the guardian of who upholds the realms. So kind of like they all these behind,
That's
subtle
super interesting.
hints of these like mythology and stuff. So it goes back to the earlier these hidden references and stuff throughout.
I thought the Elite Four was just a reference to Pokemon, but there you go.
Maybe. The term naked ape. I told you that with Gaimax, they made Gurren Lagann. So the term naked ape is a phrase, if you remember, was used in Gurren Lagann, which also was used in Kill la Kill. So that was referring to people like naked apes in clothing and stuff. And that was a line that what's his face, the mutant dude, said a lot. God, what is his name? I'm blanking on it. That guy, Vero. That's what I'm talking about. You remember Vero?
No.
He's the main the guy with like the sharp teeth. He fought what's his face all the time.
Vero.
The thin dude. Vero. Let's Google that shit.
Gurren.
You forgot Gurren Lagann already?
Man,
What's your favorite show?
I couldn't forget it fast enough. Ah, yes. I remember this man.
He called them naked apes.
Yes.
So they carried that term forward. Now, here's some things I noticed. So this was a lot of like satire and like lampooning anime tropes. Inamuta, his collar, if you notice, whenever he talked, it would open up. And I thought them like they were poking fun at, because in anime there's like a cheating that they do sometimes, so they don't have to animate everything.
Right.
Is they'll have people cover their mouth, or they'll have their hands over their mouth, and they'll just like make a little bit of a movement with their jaw, and so they don't have to animate a mouth talking. And it was funny that every time he spoke, his collar would open up and then it would close. They wouldn't just animate the mouth, like not animate the mouth behind the collar. So I thought they were kind of poking fun at that. It was a little interesting. So after Sanagayama was defeated, he protests to keep fighting while naked, with his crotch is being covered up. In the foreground, off to the side, you can see Mako making this little like pinching motion, like that his unit is really small. I got another one here. So I already told you about the composer. Mako's mom, when Mikisugi's, it was like, I think it was like episode 19.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in the room. It's when Ryuko is like sleeping before she wakes up.
I remember this.
And he's like in the room, and like his nipples are shining and his dong is shining. And every time like you see the flash, you see Mako's mom like just kind of lean over and like look at it. Or like when his dad's talking to him, like her eyesight is, her eye line is like down low, and like he's the father's looking up at him, but she's just like straight at crotch level. It's just like those little things they put in there are hilarious.
Yeah.
In the animation style, like the kind of blockiness of a lot of the movements, I read that it was a lot of that was just kind of lampooning the jerkiness of a lot of anime, or just kind of to go against like the prettiness of a lot of anime. Mm-hmm. They were doing it just to kind of to show more of the absurdity of the scene. So if you know, like Mako, whenever she's doing her rants, it's always like two-step animation type stuff. Mm-hmm. Like when Ryuko likes moving her around, she's just like a stiff, like a statue,
stiff board,
like, just like move her around. Yeah.
Love it.
And that's all I had. All my did you notice? There's a lot of other stuff that I could have put in here, but it would have gone on forever.
It would have. It would have.
Yeah.
But yes, I did enjoy it, and thank you for showing it to me. And unfortunately I did not get to finish it before starting this episode. I got to episode 22. Two away
weeks,
from.
Man.
I know, but I like to do the big binge. Just poorly timed it, this one. So
yeah,
I am going to finish it for sure because I want to see how it ends. Is this just like a one-off series? Is it just like one season and then that's it?
Yeah, it's a one-off. I don't know if there's any. I didn't read if there's any plans for them making a season 2. I think that they've exhausted this thing as much as they could. In my mind, it originally actually was supposed to be just like a feature length like movie, because I mean the concept they have was just something they wanted to do really quick. But as they were writing it, they realized that they could do a lot more with it. So that's why it was turned into 20-something episode season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing anything more with it. I mean, what year did this come out? 2014, so not that long ago. So yeah. So it's my turn to pick again.
Again. Better be something horror related since it's Spooktober.
It is Spooktober. And I am looking at this right now. I need to figure out which episode to go to.
Okay.
So, you've watched Death Note, the movie, correct?
I have.
Have you watched Death Note, the show?
I've watched episode 1.
Okay. We're going to watch Death Note.
Yay! Good, because I've been wanting to watch it.
And you're going to forget all about that piece of shit movie that they made about
it. No, I won't.
And so it's a long show, but I'm only going to bring you up to a certain point that's a good ending. And I believe it's episode 1 through 26. Because after 26, it shifts gears quite a bit.
Okay.
26. And I think that if there is a correction, I'll let you know. But I think it's 1 through 26. I believe you can get through it in a week because it's very engaging. So I think you'll be able to sit through it.
Fun. And I will defend that movie somewhat because there are some interesting things in there, and it might be shit. But there were some interesting things they were doing, and I liked part of it.
No,
I like things in it.
It's like if you've never had chocolate before, and somebody gave you chocolate that was dipped a little bit in Dookie, and they gave it to you, you'd be like, man, this is pretty good. I mean, there's some bad stuff on it, but it's probably pretty good. And then someone goes, no, seriously, here's a real chocolate bar. There's no shit on it. You'd be like, holy shit, I'm going to forget about this shit-covered chocolate. This is a metaphor I'm bringing to you between the movie and the show.
I understand.
You're going to be like, man, I remember that one part in the movie that was kind of good, but then, man, that shit, it was, way over the top.
Well, yeah. Okay. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I have nothing else. So, anything else you want to say about the show? You liked it? I don't
did.
want to show it to anybody else?
I was surprised because... Oh, yeah, no. I was surprised because, after you had said, look up Kill la Kill, and I looked it up, and I looked at the main character, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I start the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I keep watching the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? But, I enjoyed it. I think it was a fun time, and I enjoyed it.
I have to ask you, did anybody else in particular watch this with you?
So Caitlin watched 2 episodes with me and peaced out.
But did you explain to her that it's all satire?
Well, no. So she came into it in the middle of my watch. She didn't start at the beginning where you kind of get a sense of the world. So I was just trying to explain yeah, it's a school, but Satsuki, she's kind of like a queen, and it's the student council. They're the Elite Four, and they all have these powered clothes, and then when you transform, it's this super sexual thing, and it's really weird.
Yeah. I always say she came in during the first scene with Satsuki and her mom, and it was I'm sorry, it's really not all like this. I'm fast forwarding it, okay? I'm fast forwarding. Yeah. Well, I did not watch this with anybody. This is something that you have to know who's in the room, or warn everybody what you're watching. I have a 5-year-old. I would not watch this on the big screen at home.
Oh no.
So,
oh no.
Yeah. So yeah. All right.
All right.
I'll call it.
Call it. All right. Good show, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to follow us on the social medias, Jerry, can you read them off because I just closed the goddamn page.
All right. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at FAN-CRAM Show. If you want to follow Justin, you can follow him at Justin_the_Scott. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Tokidoki Tensai, TOKIDOKITENSAI, Tokidoki Tensai, and we have an email. If you want to email us anything about you want us to watch, or you want to tell us how much you love Kill la Kill, you can email us at fancramshowdown@gmail.com. And if you want to follow us on YouTube, you can follow us at bit.ly/fancramlive.
Yes!
Yay! It was a show. Are we doing an after show?
I don't know. I kind of want to play games.
Let's play ESO.
Yay! All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.